ways need patching up. Give me 50 good... boards, 8 span each.
Welcome home, Sid.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
What do you need? What do you want? And?
If the state of our country...
Gav told me the gentleman who visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen.
今天是要睡着的吉拿棒
Cooper is
吗？
dead.
艾丽丝找
Looking over our shoulders.
不好说，不好说，现在还可以。
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business or pleasure? It's a relief. Thank you. Go on, then. Finished, are you?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
为什么每个
I'll try to live up to the name.
为什么每个英文的语音，每个男的妈讲话跟蝙蝠侠一样
Clive, to a bloody riddance. Mine included. Not saying for you, dear. ，Not bad, if I do say so myself.
圣龙之谷。71耶，74，少一点点而已。居然有钻石剑！哦，为什么这不能做？ 哦，有可以做。圣龙之骨，哇哇！圣龙之骨是要讨伐哪一个危险标的了？
You can thank me later.
因为他做出来是直接加1啊，所以我缺圣龙之骨。
Anything else?
这把我操！
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have said it many. His story. Were you aware... But what of the twin... Yes, change will come. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes?
crack the crystal too.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? It was luck. But now, thank you. Quick look.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the
And we had to dig a new cellar to store all the unsold barrels.
Hello, Sid. Take us.
Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings of rustlings, and it may be no more than a... Given what I hope you...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lost...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
It's all but spent.
You're right.
There is actually. Quentin tells me...
I heard the rumors, Mark.
All right.
But when can I go on a special errand for Master Quinton?
have a moment? There's talk of
No, but I've...
Where was that?
In Lawbert's Park. Was out foraging for... Ran back here as...
I see. Seems Lawbert's Pass is our best bet, then. What do you say? Torgal, shall we go and investigate?
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. This one. Over here.
Oh，也会反击耶！
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing?
Good day to you.
The crystals.
Clive.
I found some black
shields, though they serve another. And it would appear that, damn it all. I had hoped and bite back.
I'm sorry. Who did the black shield?
Because I want.
Who?
The former Lord Chief.
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a member of the judici and fighted. I saw more than a few corrupt, and throughout it.
So what changed?
I discovered that I was a fool to a means of ridding his response, and he faced. I lost everything, the faith. So I set about I tracked down every soul, but the man himself, with money and so I saw that I would need an arm. I came here to Lost Wing,
and
of course. They too have seen faultless friends sent to our wounds. We know where he hides. What we did not know...
Quentin.
Our time is short. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
那个商店的东西不是都一样的哦？居然还有不一样的哎！
I'm not going to change his mind.
这边就没有新东西，跟这里有。 应该是饰品吧。
Do you see anything you like?
《王怒重拳》。
I'll be here if you need me.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
Gone, just like...
What's the matter?
I'd go and look for him myself. Load, though,
I'll see what I can do. All right.
那是跑腿王。 哎，是那个危险标的 A 耶，黑刀9。
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
哎，去你的，要喷毒！
Days are over.
干，这喷毒！ 他
Help me, boy. Let's snap you like a twig. Too slow.
是一直喷，一直喷。这一定会吃招哦！嘿。 你的，他那个。啊，前面喝太多水了。你很烦欸。太痛了吧！什么烂招
！Snap you like a twig! Come on!
他很烦欸，好。
Too slow. Let's try.
我想重来了，妈的！哦，不要再喷了！为什么？哭啊！ 里出来的？
Nice try.
I'll snap you like a twig!
他
To me, boy!
I failed.
Help me, boy.
Ready. 要被喷的很烦哎。
I needed that. Too slow.
Twig!
看出去这招真的是，伤害性不高，他妈侮辱性极强。我每次被他喷到，我真的心里面超不爽。
Nice try.
哦，烦呢。
Help me, boy.
击。嗯。按错了啦！Hey.
Oh, good. That's better. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me.
It's certainly not a bake. Time was the sight of the
I take it you missed them.
I hated her. But I had to trade my pickaxe for her. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. But now she's gone. What am I supposed to do? I ask you.
三小，不如将它化为实体。
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it?
把它做成面包这样。
Not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be
though I worry you might have stoked the
Master, it's ready.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her... True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang? And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty. Master, I have found...
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks... not only is my... I don't know how you did it. Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but... Do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from them.
刚刚打的是这个哦，还有2个吸的诶。弃置废物，魔兽地盘哪里啊？就是在还没去过的地方。等有去过再看好了。
My favorite pupil. Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson. Here for another of my lectures. So what of its... Which leaves but one... Going so soon?
米德的迷宫，还做了个迷宫啊？怎么去啊？这边吗？
When it comes to boyish charm, Goose has...
今天是吉拿放的睡着吗？
目前还没有。
All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sit.
Sorry, I've got to get this thermal...
Thermal... and this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
昨天我看有实况主玩 FF16， 玩得一把鼻涕一把眼泪。
I was hoping you'd say that.
是哦。
First things first.
有
I need some parts meching.
后面有这么那个哦。
The stack will be made up of
后
3
面有这
major
么感动哦。
There's the plating here that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top that disperses all that heat into the air.
不然呢？
And the shielding around the sides that stops the
不
rest
然
of the
怎么
ship
一把
from
鼻涕
going
一
into
把眼泪？
是难过。
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating.
有
Everything
什么
else
好
goes
难
onto
过
it.
的？
I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
可能人家泪腺发达。
Luckily, you don't need to.
俊哥早。
The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor.
很可爱，阿爸早安。
Gradient across it, and the heat radiates outwards, which, you know what? Just show the plans to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across
他说
it,
他
and heat
从
radiates
头哭到
outwards,
尾
which,。
到底是有什么好哭的？是怎样？全部死光光是不是？
Editors started reading books that
I
don't have
knew
any
it was a good
pictures
idea
in.
to have editors study alongside each other.
西德也哭。
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
刚好心情不好吧？真的很哭。
有的人，有的就喜欢看这个反应啊。
或是更年期不小心到了。
像我后来我要去找那个什么，就是国外的实况组玩那个萨尔达传说，然后玩到那个后面那个，就是最后一幕的时候。 然后就看他们的反应这样。
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gavanotto in here, will you?
All right.
所以什么反应？
就感动啊！男生女生都一样，就很感动。
海先不要 ，Will。
If that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave,
我还没玩到最后。
And what is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade
我
steel
看
won't
别人
work.
也说
We
是
need
感
something
动
that can get very
冷静
hot
点
very fast and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now,
那
there's a
俊哥
special
感
kind of
动了
sand
吗
I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it.
觉得不错啦，
Supply should have it in stock.
还没到那个点。
Buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if
不
we
过也不是不能理
One of
解
us，should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
因为害我有点想要回去玩那个什么黄昏魔女。
Lines up who's going where, we can get this over with.
我怕俊哥一个太感动就开始说细节了。我有停下来想了一下，不过我真的想要玩那个黄昏魔女因为我看人家那个剧情的解析，我黄昏魔女好像剧情也不错。现在是要继续跑腿的意思吗 ？XDDD。
对啊，那个黄昏魔女啊，可是他那个御天之剑可不可以重做啊？可不可以不要用那种鸟方式玩？用那个什么挥那个？
我是也可以回避一下你们讨论。
也没什么好讨论的，没讨论什么东西。可以不要御天之剑，可以不要做那个什么体感的那个嘛？用正常的方式来玩御天之剑，因为御天之剑的故事是所有的开端啊。
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
我有玩过黄昏公主，现在翻成黄昏魔女吗？
那没有啦，黄昏公主是我讲错了。把它复刻在那个什么，复刻在 NS 再出一次啊！我买单了。这两个有差吗？
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
我是觉得御天剑没有体感的话也是欠一位，虽然一开始期待玩下去也是靠腰。
I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
哦，听他们讲话，我真的是很困。
I'll get us a good price.
Sounds like this river we're looking for is south of the Dalamil.
Back, are ya? What do you want? Anything else?
而且为了体感，林克直接投胎变右撇子。
So, what'll it be?
英佩真的很困。
我觉得我有点后悔了，想要改回来，可是我觉得都已经玩到这边了，就把它听完好了。
And?
日元物品。
刚那个女的一说话真的很出戏。
刚那个女的，刚哪里有女的？刚不是三个男的吗
How may I help you today, Clive?
Kuka, but when I closed... Only I wish you were here.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
更之前，
哦，那个黑肉的妹子，
我来一阵子了。
You earned this. I don't have that one. You do. Best of luck out there, Sid.
强化是比较好按的。我们还没想过说要怎么点呢、2300多，我先学什么？他能用的就这么几招。这招如果到 Master 可以怎样？可以装在别的召唤兽上。对我这种可以装到别的召唤兽的功能是不错，可是我现在又用不到。那这个嘞，连按按钮可以加快攻击动作。OK， 不是说要去帮那个 seed 扫墓，结果那个 mid 一带个风向，大家会帮他跑腿了，三小。Colin the seed.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
我每次按这个 PS5 的那个 trigger 的时候，都觉得很怕把它按坏，你知道吗？特别是要用那种什么，就是要比较用力按的时候。
XDDD
他说这个叫什么自适应扳机哦，还是什么？我觉得没什么必要的感觉。奇怪，不是在这边。
我一直很想玩玩看 PS5 的手把，听说最猛就手把。
还蛮新鲜的啦，说实在的。
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this stardust stuff as we can.
我觉得它按键其实也没有 Pro， 就是那个。
可是又不想为了体验个手把买一台砖，
就不至于啊，不用。我觉得按起来也没有那个 NS 的 Pro 手把好按。
There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
我是真的很喜欢 Pro， 主要是陀螺仪。
没办法啊，索尼又不用这个，又不用这个技术。
So this is stardust.
但我还以为要打什么怪，然后才能掉这个东西耶，结果是地上就可以捡，地上就可以捡到那个星辰。
有些好像是专利。
啊，这种有什么好专利的？这种东西不是科技，这种东西不是说学来学去的吗？有什么好专利的？
任天堂超多游戏专利的 ，LOL， 这种东西水很深，不好说。
哦，是这样子吗？哦，好哦。还好，因为我从来没有在用陀螺仪的，因为陀螺仪很烦。
没人敢跟老任打法律战。
我玩个东西，他那边对我就觉得，还要在那边瞧姿势，我没办法。
只是它通常开放给人用，只是大厂不好说。
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
陀螺仪我是用的很习惯。
人啊，因为我知道也有人玩那个。
虽然不能躺着玩。
我觉得有的人就是有的人，玩那个漆弹的时候，他每次玩那个陀螺仪，我就不行啊！我漆弹我玩陀螺仪，那画面晃到我头会晕哎，我没办法。
Before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
可是它的按键跟那个什么，那个按键跟那个按键啊，就按键，
灵敏调低点，
就按键啊，就按起来很舒服啊。应该是所有的手把里面我按过是比较舒服的按键。
You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
那不是调力的问题，是使用上习惯的问题啊。我如果说，如果
用陀螺仪辅助就好，
是因为镜头会转啊。我只要手动一下，镜头就跑掉了。那不是变成说，如果我要玩个游戏，我的手腕还要定在那边都不能动。
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
可能有的人玩游戏，可能就是手部有支撑或干嘛的，可能比较能够维持没有动。可是其实你像我习惯，
陀螺仪是可以设定启动键按下去才启动。
那多一个动作。
Thanks to you.
看个人啊，也没有说绝对，也没有说绝对的好或是坏啊。
Right, that's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
有的人喜欢，有的人不喜欢。
有的人习惯，有的人不习惯。有的人排斥，有的不排斥。
就像有的人喜欢吉尔，有的人讨厌吉尔。
哈，吉尔跟陀螺仪有什么关联吗？So， 所以我来这边捡了几个东西，然后就要回去这样。这种，真他妈真的是跑，
爱是利也，
真的是跑腿王哎。啊，反正只要妹子是香的就好了啦。
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
所以我要有飞空艇了吗？
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on,
我还要时间。
you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
这还是主线呢、啊。
Suppose we'd better be getting back.
Give us a shout.
Seeing troops amassing at every border.
有用电视的喇叭听，那音乐都好小声哦。啊，可是他讲话是还蛮清楚的。
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent.
都听不到他的那个背景音乐。
What's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen
Salvage from the ruin.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's... What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is... I'll show you. Here you see the...
啊，所以那个什么密银铠、密银头盔不是装备哦。
to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to... Excess heat is dealt with. Now, were we to rely on... In other words, this is where the helm comes in. Our experiments have shown, and not only that, why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in law... The thing is, it's no longer a...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my...
你想打怪就对了。米斯利鲁，米斯利鲁，米索西鲁。在哪里？在这边。怎么走？尖刀门。
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
企业号哎，哪一部那个什么？那个是新剑吗？还是什么？哪一部啊？忘记了。有那个尖耳朵的那一部，他的那个飞船也是叫企业号，然后那个船长是
星舰迷航，
对，那个船长是光头的那一个 Star Trek，
光头，
对啊 ，Star Trek， 光头舰长。他们那个船也是叫企业号，抓到抄袭，怎么走啊？那边这是通的吗？
What you have to do.
I won't leave. Down.
一边走一边看地图。
If you're ready, leave at once.
前面右转，左转了。我刚没有注意听，那是用 Enterprise 这个字吗？没想到之前的《最终幻想》系列飞空艇有没有名字？哎，其实飞空艇我之前最喜欢是那个8代的飞空艇，然后再是6代的。5代的已经没印象了，10代根本看不到外形，10代只剩下传送功能。9代我好像没有玩到飞空艇。6代那个飞空艇的主人西泽超帅的，赌徒。我好喜欢，不是，好希望那个，其实也有啦。6代好像有那个，也不是重置，就是那个什么版，那个什么，就是比较符合现在的那个版本。
Oh, there you are, Sid.
而且6代我还要买手机版的。
The ruins are just over there.
其实6代我好像也没有真正的全破过好像都玩到很后面的时候我就放着就没有再继续玩，没有再继续玩。
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
这不是那个危险标的吗？
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
这是什么？
俊哥，我挂着来先忙一下嘿。
好啊，你忙啊。我身上都没补品了呢，我现在发现。刚刚继续补那个补品。
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
这是什么声音啊
Have any trouble now?
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
勇气坠饰，力量时间有效时间，力量制药延长10秒，10秒，10秒，你说长不长，说短不短，有点急了。要把那个开大招的时候放个那个吃个药好了。最近好像玩那个FF 的好像又变少了，但是大家都全破了，对吧？大家都通关了。
Is it business or pleasure? You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered
I heard
either
what
way.
you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy.
We're seeing troops amassing at every door.
I think Mid might need some help.
余力射击。
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent. Another job.
And just one
Right.
命论。
Shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things, which is why in a prison for the dragon, I thought a triple thick layer of tempers. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of a... I know whose counsel...
Tomes, I've got all the detail. Can you take this to him?
但我跟你讲说，你可以去找他，然后结果你拜托我去找他，然后我还答应了。靠！工作我是很闲就对了。踩着开心的小步伐。
Hippocrates. For you, Clark? Well, actually, it's for... Could you take a look at it?
Shielding for a mithril end?
She has some specific need remain, as you can imagine.
I see. I want... perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made, and yet we have made a...
We have, but Bardolph must have...
我之前卖掉一堆黑水耶。
I see.
Early Gregorian history
月之路
speak of a preparation before the dragoons tamed.
So if we could
it might be applied. I shall speak to... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the knowledge of the past.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
我觉得这个医生比那个基尔好看啊。
We do.
那是我的错觉吗？
I'll be heading to market. The other? Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure.
怎样？两个妹子挑一个吗？啊，没有啊。诶，应该是吧。两个挑一个。
So, Clive, who will accompany?
那怎么分工呢？我当然是跟塔雅一起去啊。
All right.
大姐姐最棒了。
What are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the... Looks like the ingredient.
Though these items may so much so, in fact, now, of course.
Well,
但结果只是去市集买而已。
hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an
那
old
你可以
acquaintance.
那你
I'll meet you there.
All right.
我已经懒得吐槽了。你可以一次买回来就好，为什么一定要我去？
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
那个鸡儿生气了，我没有选他。
No. Where's Taya?
等一下，
Do you see anything you like?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up
I
on
won't have
these.
use.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you. We shouldn't have any problems finding. But if.
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you take
BBO
the
果实
Pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
听起来就像是陆行鸟爱吃的。购买 BBO 果实。
来
BBO 买一个吗
And
这个陆行鸟喜欢的红色树果。
good riddance.
而且记得期待在那个培育陆行鸟的时候，还让它试很多东西。
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them before. Up. You'll not find a bruised pippin in the.
Well,
I did.
garlic and Pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
好，稍微聊聊好吗？你要跟我聊什么？
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once.
妹子是不是在撩啊？妹子，你想干嘛？
Long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on.
他想说，没有一个男人说
It's been 5 years since we met. Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
等一下，镜头在干嘛？镜头是爽到升天吗？哎，没了。
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
啊，所以到底发生什么事？
Ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
这一段是想要表达什么？ 是说他们两个有什么特别的关系，还是怎样吗？到底想说什么也不说清楚啊，不可取啊！这种叙事方式。你看我这边还有地方没开耶。因为现在都在跟着它的标示走进度，有时候就没有特别去做什么探索的动作。这一款有什么探索的要素吗？就是说探索回馈大吗？如果会拿到一些很稀有的装备还是什么？如果没有的话，当然就没什么特别需要探索。
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we...
You can count on me.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. Under the...
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that. Of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
下次一定。
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
然后就跟他回报，我说搞不清楚这里是谁是老板，这里不是我才是老大吗？是你应该来找我回报你的状况吧。
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased.
You found something for...
In a manner of speaking, he's supervised...
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
哎，我真的有飞空艇哦，这个会起飞哦，真假的？
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work?
要做好一个，其他用蓝图复制就好了。我会，这是佐纳乌文明，佐纳乌庄子。
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
不是说要去帮西德扫墓？
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on
老
that.
婆来了。
And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's
谁
made
呀？
up.
哪有什么老
As
婆
soon？as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our
你
plans.
说这个吗？
yours.
她是小妹妹，
Sure about this?
你会犯罪哦。
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was.
真女主角
Now the
X
little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first.
想让女主角
Okay, Mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
不知道从哪里啊？15跟16好像没有真正可以也不能这么说。15就算了，15根本就没有女主角。16应该好像目前感觉起来，只要是可以帮忙战斗，好像都是 AI 在战斗。你在操作也是只有操作一个人。
你还敢提15啊？
怎么了？黑历史不敢讲吗？
Welcome to the patrons.
她就是美女主角啊，那个毫无存在感的那个什么青梅竹马哦，还是什么？她连名字我都记不起来了。你可以看一下15的那个女生叫什么名字吗？
Your benefactors are a generous
笑
lot.
死！
Here you are. Best of luck out there,
15女主角前面就死了，莫名其妙。
对啊，那个礼拜亚桑那时候就死掉了，什么鬼？然后也不晓得出来干嘛15整个就是不晓得在干嘛。
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off
我
visiting
第一
her old
次
dad's
看到
grave.
游戏女主角前面就领便当的。
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
而且完全好。你说他在剧情上有什么推进，或者是有什么影响力吗？好像也还好。
Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing.
感觉好像就是把它拿掉也没关系。
I might still be able to catch her.
只是为了出现而出现而已。
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
然后剧情就开始崩了。
I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
然后为了要有女角，开始大家无所不用其极把龙骑变成伙伴来操作。
所以真的可以吗？我还以为那个是用什么 bug 还是什么嘞。
算 bug 8。
15代那个女的龙骑士是还蛮帅的啦。
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just.
然后官方原本说要当做 DLC， 要做，最后又说不做了，真的很酷。
跑去做什么爱丁？我对爱丁一点兴趣也没有。
You might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
我看到绿色的十字了，可是我不能进去。那干嘛这时候出现？让人家看，然后又不能回去，很小。
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
2周我也要玩音配。
That'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
那你准备快转了
Would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
好像有可能会有 DLC。
Well, now's your chance.
是哦，是故事的部分吗？还是
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the merchants.
但是还有什么 DLC 要出的？
Traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad. Get off!
因为召唤兽少一只。
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
不确定要不要做这个。XD。
换说少一只，什么意思啊
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
后面你就知道了。 还是他要出泳装
DLC
也可以啦。
哦，付费内容，付费解锁。
Crack the crystal too.
现在为什么这边还有那个？
Trouble with the ledgers.
克莱夫很忙，要跑腿还要听烦恼。
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
怎么突然间冒他妈的看信件，然后突然冒出3个任务来？
Hopefully it's nothing.
还有没有？到底是有什么严重的大事？
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at it. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
哦，你说有没有？
Is that it, boy?
我有好好照顾你吗？
You need a rest.
不知所以的叫声。
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
Frost
That's what the
wolf
Lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite.
你看老叶跟你说我看起来像宠物医生吗？
She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
冰糖力量觉醒。
I rather think she might be right, though not about
不
his
是说他
appetite.
跟那个有关系？
All canids are instinctively inclined to crack
跟那个什
open
么？
bones for the rich
跟那
marrow
个
that
继而
resides
有
within.
关系？
And I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different.
从骨头中
Accordingly,
吸
I
收猎
suspect
物的
it
力
is not a
量。
lack of appetite that afflicts Torgor, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to
但就是
sustain,
我要去打怪，然后把骨头给他的意思吗？
it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to
What the
providing
fuck?
are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
打倒上古里。要打怪就是了。哎，不是啊，为什么都不能动哎？说现在不能解呢哈，还有这样子的。
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
什么极品？
That's what's troubling you.
哪里有极品？
No, not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this. You're looking.
What do you want?
I want to know about this.
Running around.
I suppose I am.
Little one. There's not many like that, Meccatus, which made it Knack.
Can you tell me who...
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Danny's got more money. Reckon he'll still be at the...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate...
然后嘞，然后跟谁讲话？幕后工程。
Is that the thing Tomes helped you with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really?
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some... And it's... Sadly, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help.
Bit late for...
There you are! What?
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming straight, you get Clive to come to you, the man in charge of the... Well?
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends...
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money.
Do we have that much to hand? I can...
No, we don't. After the King's rents, besides.
All right. Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How do you fancy taking the...
Rocks.
Rocks. A little something Sid and I set aside for.
干1000万，
when times
我
got.
担心拿去卖掉啊。
And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will.
But you know how it is with this.
I know.
Go. Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well, I suppose.
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
我现在还不能自由的，不是自由，就是那个快速移动之类的。外面的好像不都被画起来了。太了，我开始困了，唉。
可能剧情还没到可以自由移动吧。
那他还把那个什么，那个可以接的支线还先把它秀出来，就让人家想要去碰。结果接的都不能接，又要跑腿了，去你的！
I imagine time. So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb. Gave me a sack.
炸弹的灰烬，
And do you know what I found now?
炸弹王。
It's only.
I take it that's.
先调你胃口。
For one just the other day. Would have gone.
All right.
Thank you kindly.
继续跑腿，炸弹王，大颗就对了。透过危险标的物布告栏寻找炸弹王。 这个游戏到底有没有属性相克的那个要素啊？
这把刀蛮帅的
啊，会吗？我觉得它很丑哎。就是现在找应该也去不了吧？ 地图都被锁起来了，还不能自由行动。巨大水缸 ，B 耶 ，B 还可以啦。我还以为蘑菇里会跟我们一起战斗，
好像有塞菲罗斯那把刀，
真假的？
正宗。 但是素质很扑。
是哦，我觉得那把还没特别漂亮啊，而且那么长，看起来就很不好使。
Study it well, Clive.
现在都不能动啊。 那只好就是先解主线了。然后主线要干嘛？
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
那总有2条路嘞，这个还过不去啊。 居然还有支线，在路上。
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. Time to fight.
So what do you think? Really? It's as bad as that? Oh, I.
他跟克劳德一样，都喜欢把刀放后面，姿势都一样。
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
克劳德是自带磁铁，直接吸住的。
是不是抄来的？
Well met, friend.
他还有一个那个背带之类的东西。
You seen it by any chance?
How does it?
Oh, the man's a coward.
He sent the...
My brother's right on.
We may have seen it.
You, however, have the look of... Chances are they'll...
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fight.
We're lucky you came now. Hoping to make a heavy pass in Boklad. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those...
All right.
No. You just put an end...
You'll be doing Boklad a favor if you can clear out that pass. Why? I dare say.
每个都是出一张嘴。
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
It's over.
哎，我的弹反呢？ 哇，那个多那么多段攻击哦！
Nice try.
Hey, 妈又没按到。Fuck.
To me, boy.
Stand firm.
That's them dealt with. No. Where's that cart?
有没有宝箱啊？有没有宝箱？看起来好像没有。这么小气的，放个治疗剂也好啊，都没有。
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job.
Found the cart and didn't leave a
And how exactly would you leave that?
You've done. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be. What if we...
佣兵付钱叫别人帮他做事情，是哪里怪怪的？也没有别条路了。
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
列托尼的金库，在哪里啊？哪里有金库啊？看，这跳不过去，骗人！
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
我在打瞌睡了，先这样子吧。啊，先休息啦。感谢大家，拜拜。